Brotherhood, homage to Claudius Ptolemy, অক্টাভিও পাজের কবিতা। কবিতাটি আমরা যে কবিতাটি পড়ব এখন, এটি একটি ট্রান্সলেশন ওয়ার্ক। অরিজিনাল কবিতাটি মেক্সিকান ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে লেখা এবং অরিজিনাল কবিতাটির নাম হারম্যান্ডাট, মেক্সিকান ভাষায় লিখে নাও। The original name of the poem Hermandad, Hermandad, এটা ড্যাশ দিয়ে লেখো। অরিজিনালি রিটেন ইন মেক্সিকান ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ, MEXICAN, মেক্সিকান ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ। হারম্যান্ডাট সারা পৃথিবীর সমস্ত ভাষাগুলোর মধ্যেই আমরা খুব আশ্চর্যজনকভাবে একটা জিনিস লক্ষ্য করে দেখতে পারি। মনে হয় যেন ভাষার উৎস একটি, এবং যে ভাষাটি নিয়ে আমরা আলোচনা করব বা করি না কেন, যদি একটু লক্ষ্য করা যায় তাহলে আমরা দেখতে পাবো যে আমরা আমাদের দৈনন্দিন প্রয়োজনে বা আমাদের কনসেপ্ট, আমাদের ফিলোসফি, আমাদের সায়েন্স, আমাদের পোয়েট্রি, আমাদের পলিটিক্স, এই সমস্তগুলোকে বোঝানোর জন্য আমরা একাধিক শব্দ ব্যবহার করি, একাধিক বাক্য ব্যবহার করি, একাধিক বাক্যের ধরন ব্যবহার করি। কিন্তু একটু যদি আমরা ভাষা বিশ্লেষণ করি তাহলে আমরা দেখতে পাবো যে শব্দের উৎস কিন্তু একটাই, একটিমাত্র উৎস থেকে সমস্ত শব্দ উচ্চারিত হয়, এবং নিত্য নূতন যে শব্দগুলো আমরা ব্যবহার করি একটা বাক্যের প্রয়োজনে, আমরা দেখতে পাবো যদি আমরা একটু অ্যানালিটিক্যাল হই যে বিচ্ছিন্নভাবে কয়েকটি শব্দ যুক্ত করে আবার একটি নতুন শব্দ তৈরি হয়। সব ক্ষেত্রেই দেখা যায় এটা। এই শব্দটার দিকে তাকাও, হারম্যান্ডাটের দিকে তাকাও। কটা শব্দ দেখতে পাচ্ছি আমরা এই শব্দটার মধ্যে? তিনটে শব্দ। হার ম্যান ড্যাড, দ্যাট ইজ ওয়ান হু ইজ হার ম্যান ইজ হার ড্যাড অলসো। আমি একটা কিছু বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করলাম, দ্যাট ইটসেলফ ইজ ভেরি ভেরি ক্রিটিক্যাল থিং। ইউ হ্যাভ টু ট্রাই টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড হোয়াট আই মিন। আমরা ভাষায় যে বিভিন্ন শব্দ ব্যবহার করি, সেই শব্দ অনেক আমাদের সামনে মনে হয় যে প্রচুর শব্দ, কিন্তু দেখা যাবে যে না, তা নয়, কয়েকটি শব্দ। তার মেলবন্ধনে নতুন নতুন শব্দ আমরা তৈরি করি, অথবা কখনো কখনো একটু উল্টে পাল্টে নিই। আমি ইংরেজি একটি শব্দ দেখাই, এটা ইংরেজি শব্দ নয়, হারম্যান্ডাট, এটা মেক্সিকান ওয়ার্ড, যার ইংরেজি অর্থ করলে দাঁড়ায় ব্রাদারহুড। আমি একটা ইংরেজি শব্দ দেখাই, দেখো, হ্যাট্রেড, HATRED, হ্যাট্রেড মানে ঘৃণা, নাউন ফর্ম। এই শব্দটা তুমি একটু বিশ্লেষণ করে দেখো, ইংরেজির অন্য দুটো শব্দ দিয়ে তৈরি হয়েছে। হ্যাট রেড, দ্যাট ইজ রেড হ্যাট। শব্দটা অ্যাভেলেবেল আছে, নতুন শব্দ হলো না, কিন্তু তৈরি করা হলো এরকমভাবে। যাই হোক, এটা একটা অন্য রকমের আলোচনা ছিল। আমরা কবিতায় ফিরে আসছি। ব্রাদারহুড শব্দের অর্থ বিশ্লেষণ ইত্যাদি ব্যাপারগুলো। ব্রাদারহুড হচ্ছে একটা ভ্রাতৃত্ববোধ, একটা সেন্স অফ আর ফিলিং অফ ব্রাদারলিনেস, এটা হচ্ছে ব্রাদারহুড। তো কবিতার নাম কেন ব্রাদারহুড, কেন ভ্রাতৃত্ব, সেটা আমরা কবিতার শেষে আমরা আলোচনা করব। আগে কবিতাটি পড়তে হবে, আরও একটি বিষয় ছোট্ট করে আলোচনা করতে হবে এবং ছোট্ট একটা জিনিস লিখতে হবে, হোমেজ টু ক্লডিয়াস টলেমি। এটা এই কবিতাটার সঙ্গে ক্লডিয়াস টলেমি প্রতি শ্রদ্ধাঞ্জলি। হোমেজ মানে শ্রদ্ধাঞ্জলি, হোমেজ শব্দের অর্থ শ্রদ্ধাঞ্জলি। অর্থাৎ ব্রাদারহুড এই কবিতাটি ক্লডিয়াস টলেমির প্রতি একটি শ্রদ্ধাঞ্জলি। টলেমিকে নিয়ে কিছু আমি লেখাচ্ছি না, বইতে ফুটনোটে দেওয়া আছে, একটু পড়ে নাও তোমরা। ফার্স্ট সেঞ্চুরি এডি অর্থাৎ প্রথম খ্রিস্টাব্দের মানুষ ছিলেন। তিনি ছিলেন একজন ইজিপ্টিয়ান, মিশরীয়, বাস করতেন রোমে। তিনি ছিলেন একজন অ্যাস্ট্রোনমার অর্থাৎ জ্যোতির্বিদ, ম্যাথমেটিশিয়ান, গাণিতজ্ঞ এবং অবশ্যই সেই সঙ্গে অবশ্যই একজন ফিলোজফার, দার্শনিক ইত্যাদি ইত্যাদি, জিওগ্রাফিস্ট, অনেক কিছু। তখনকার দিনের মানুষেরা, পণ্ডিতেরা সমস্ত সাবজেক্টকেই অধ্যয়ন করতেন। তখনকার দিনের বিশেষায়িত ব্যাপারগুলো ছিল না, কারণ আমরা অ্যারিস্টটলকে দেখতে পেয়েছি। অ্যারিস্টটল লিটারেচার থেকে শুরু করে ফিলোজফি হয়ে সায়েন্টিফিক ডেফিনিশনগুলো পর্যন্ত দিয়ে গেছেন, এটা আমরা দেখেছি। তো এই ছিলেন টলেমি। তো কবিতাটি কেন টলেমির প্রতি একটি শ্রদ্ধাঞ্জলি, সেটা পরে আমরা আলোচনা করছি। সেটা এই কবিতাটা আমার মনে হয় না খুব বেশি ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট পার্ট, যে টলেমি কেন এই কবিতায় শিরোনামে আছেন। বরং বলা যেতে পারে যে কবিতাটি আরও অনেক বেশি উচ্চমানের, আরও অনেক বেশি গভীর বক্তব্যকে তুলে ধরবার চেষ্টা করছে। আমরা আসছি কবিতাটিতে আসছি। তো কবিতাটি পড়ার আগে আমি একটা ছোট্ট 3টে লাইনের একটা কথা বলছি, যেটা প্রায় টলেমির 100 বছর আগে এক হেব্রিউ ঋষি কবি, অর্থাৎ জেরুজালেমের এক ঋষি কবি, যার নাম তোমরা কেউ কেউ হয়তো শুনে থাকবে যারা পড়াশোনাটা করো। পড়াশোনা বলতে আমি এই বই পুঁথি এইগুলোর কথা বললাম না, এগুলো কোনো পড়াশোনাই নয়। যারা পড়াশোনাটা করো আর কি, তারা শুনে থাকবে নামটা হিলেল। হিলেলের নামটা হয়তো কেউ শুনেছো, কেউ শোনোনি। একজন হেব্রিউ সেজ। তো তিনি ঋষি ছিলেন, জ্ঞানী ঋষি ছিলেন। কবিতা তো সেই অর্থে তখন ওইভাবে রচিত হতো না, মানে তো তিনি কবিতার ঢঙে তিনি তার বক্তব্যগুলোকে বলতেন, দার্শনিক বক্তব্যগুলোকে বলতেন। তো তার মধ্যে যে বক্তব্যটার জন্য তিনি শ্রেষ্ঠ, পৃথিবী শ্রেষ্ঠ, জগৎ শ্রেষ্ঠ এবং যুগ শ্রেষ্ঠ, অর্থাৎ যুগে যুগে যে বক্তব্যটার উপরে আর কোনো বক্তব্য হয় না, না ধর্ম, না বিজ্ঞানে, না জ্যোতির্বিদ্যায়, সেই বক্তব্যটি আমি বলছি, যেটা হিলেল বলেছিলেন। তিনি বলছেন, হেব্রিউ ভাষায় বলেছিলেন, যার ইংরেজি তর্জমা করলে দাঁড়ায়, ইফ আই এম নট ফর মাই সেলফ, হু উইল বি ফর মি। এর চাইতে বড় কথা হয় না? কি ভয়ানক গভীর জ্ঞান সমৃদ্ধ কথা, অনুভূতি সমৃদ্ধ কথা। ইফ আই এম নট ফর মাই সেলফ, হু উইল বি ফর মি। আমি যদি আমার নিজের জন্য না থাকি, আমার জন্য আর কে আছে, আমার জন্য কে থাকবে? ভালো কথা এটা। পরের কথাটা আরও সুন্দর। অ্যান্ড ইফ আই এম নট ফর আদার্স, আর আমি যদি অন্যদের জন্য না হই, What am I? তাহলে আমি কে? And if not now, when? এবং যদি এখনই সেই অনুভবটা না আসে, কবে আসবে? That is the very central purpose of life. No other knowledge, no other wisdom, no other book reading, no other philosophical lesson, no other spiritual ideas is needed. Only if we understand this very saying of Hillel, we can believe that our education, our knowledge hunting have come to an end. Every searching, every gathering of knowledge, every understanding of religious concept and spiritual ideas, every searching comes to an end if we believe in this saying of great and godly Hillel. What he says? If I am not for myself, then who will be there for me? And if I am not for others, then what am I? And if not now, then when? আমি যদি আমার জন্য না হই, তা আমার জন্য কে থাকবে? আবার তৎক্ষণাৎ অনুভূতিতে আমি যদি অন্যদের জন্য না হই, তাহলে আমি কে? আর যদি এখনই সেই ভাবনাটা আমার মধ্যে না আসে, তাহলে কবে আসবে? নাও দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন ইজ the very central question of this related poem, of this poem which we are aiming at studying this morning, not studying because I am very insignificant reader. The very time teacher comes later. As a reader, I am very insignificant. So the very poem that we are reading, this very saying of Hillel, godly Hillel, is very relevant because the central concept of these 3 or 4 lines that I have just uttered, the central concept of this verset, that is little verse, is nothing but brotherhood. Just think, what is brotherhood? Brotherhood is this, that I see you are suffering. Brotherhood is this, that I see you have some ailment. Brotherhood is this concept that I see you are in dire necessity of food and clothes and shelter. Brotherhood is this thought that when I see and experience all these around me, that my neighbor, that another me. And neighbor is a distancing term. But if we convert the very term neighbor into another me, then it becomes very near term. Brotherhood is this concept that when I see another me is suffering from the want of food, when I see that another me is suffering from ailment, when I see that another me is suffering from the want of shelter, that is another me shelterless. Brotherhood is this, that time I shall forget wholly and entirely my own self, and I shall give my all to that one, because love is there, love starts there when giving gives the giver pain and wound. I was waiting. I had been waiting for this time that Mother Teresa's Nobel lecture and brotherhood study will go side by side. It was my own scheme, my own scheme of my plannings and scheme of my work. I know what to read when very well. When I refer this way, when I say this way, that brotherhood is nothing but understanding another me. Brotherhood is this, that when I see my neighbor, when I see another me beside me suffering from hunger, suffering from disease, suffering from lack of shelter, and suffering from other inner mental ailment, suffering from the hunger of love, brotherhood starts there. Brotherhood starts there when seeing a suffering and distressed people, I give my all to those people. Brotherhood begins there. Otherwise, all these words are bookish words. Let all these words remain in the pages, between the pages of dictionary. Let us not discuss about this word, because if we can't translate a word into reality, then what's the need of discussing and spending time unnecessarily discussing about that word? This is brotherhood. And what Hillel says, once again let us repeat, why I mention Hillel this morning, why I start discussing Hillel's an utterance suddenly. Isn't it related? Isn't it relevant? Yeah, it's relevant, because I have already discussed the very definition and scope of brotherhood. Nothing else. Brotherhood, it doesn't mean that, yeah, you are my brother, I love you very much. This is not brotherhood. This is common noun. Brother is common noun. Common noun can be killed, common noun can be created. Isn't it? Common noun can be created, common noun can be destroyed, but abstract noun is uncreate. Uncreate means in Bengali, I have to tell, because I believe it is very new word to you all. Uncreate means Swayambhu. In Bengali, you have heard this word, Swayambhu. Yeah, obviously you have heard. Swayambhu means there are adi nei, anto nei. That idea which has no beginning and which has no ending. Brotherhood is that idea. Brotherhood is that concept which is uncreate. That is, brotherhood has no beginning and brotherhood has no ending, because brotherhood is this universe itself. This universe is in the relationship of brotherhood with the creator. That is, the relationship between the creator and the created is one of what? Is one of brotherhood. Now the question comes, who is the creator and who is the created? Srashtai ba ke আর srashtai সৃষ্টি বা কি? কে স্রষ্টা, কে সৃষ্টি, কোনটা স্রষ্টা কোনটা সৃষ্টি? This discussion comes philosophical discussion, philosophical ideas, because brotherhood itself is a philosophical concept, nothing else. I believe we have realized a bit of what the poem is going to be, of what the poem is going to say. We have realized a very, very little bit of this poem. We have understood at least this thing after this discussion of mine, that this poem is going to tell something about our creation, something about our relation with other people and with other things, that is something about brotherhood. We have understood just this. Yes, this very poem is going to tell something like that. Something like that, and surely much more things. Let us come to this poem in line by line discussion in Bengali meaning, and then again let us come back to the conceptual discussion. I'm a man, little do I last. আমি একজন মানুষ, খুব অল্প সময়ের জন্য আমি টিকে থাকি এই পৃথিবীতে। And the night is enormous. এবং রাত অন্তহীন, রাত অন্তহীন। But I look up. কিন্তু আমি ওপর আকাশে তাকিয়ে দেখি, the stars light. আমি দেখি নক্ষত্রেরা কিছু লিখে চলেছে যেন। Unknowing I understand. না জেনেই আমি বুঝে যাই, I too am written. আমাকে নিয়েও কিছু লেখালেখি চলছে সেখানে। And at this very moment, এবং ঠিক এই মুহূর্তে, someone spells me out. কেউ একজন কোথাও না কোথাও আমাকে নিয়ে একটা কিছু লিখে ফেললেন। This is the Bengali meaning of the poem. But I don't think that Bengali meaning of the poem is sufficient to realize what this poem is. Even if I don't utter a single Bengali word, but if we go on discussing every part of the poem, keeping in mind the just ended discussion from this table, then you will understand at least a little bit of this poem. What? I'm a man, little do I last, and the night is enormous. আমি একজন মানুষ, little do I last, that is I last, last, last means টিকে থাকা, last means টিকে থাকা। little do I last means আমি খুব অল্প সময়ের জন্য টিকে থাকি। Herein comes the very discussion of existentialism, a very modern discussion of different isms. There are so many isms in this world, right from the beginning of the Marxism and other, before that Darwinism, and so many isms are there. And in the list of all these isms, one of the modernist isms is existentialism, that the intellectual people all over the world discuss. We are not intellectual, so we must not discuss from that angle. What is this ism, what is that ism, what is realism, what is surrealism, what is classicism, what is neoclassicism. We are very, very little people. Little do we last also, because we will last for very little while. So in this little while, we should not waste our important time discussing about all this ism. Better to serve others when we are discussing all these isms. Now I say existentialism in one or two words. Existentialism is অস্তিত্ববাদ. What can অস্তিত্ববাদ be? What can অস্তিত্ববাদ be? What is অস্তিত্ববাদ? What is existentialism? What you understand? What I understand? What intellectuals world over understand? What books tell? What philosophers say? What the very trend of existentialism is at present day? We don't need discussing and seeing that. What we need to look at our own heart, to look at the pages of our mind. If we cannot read the very pages of our mind, then how can we read the pages of the books written by other people? Isn't it? If we fail to read the very pages of our own mind's book, then how can we read and how can we understand the pages of the books written by other people? Because in the pages of the books written by other people's mind and other people's heart is there. We cannot understand. We have to understand through our own mind, through our own concept, through our own limitation. What is existentialism? অস্তিত্ববাদ কি? হয়তো খুব বেশি বলতে পারবো না, এটুকু বুঝতে পারবো। Unknowing I understand. A very significant line. Unknowing I understand. That is, I understand, but I don't know. This understanding is not understanding. This understanding is perception. This understanding is perception. What is perception? Perception comes naturally. In the coming of perception, the very individual's role is very, very insignificant. মানুষের মনে যে পারসেপশনটা আসে, যে অনুভবটা হঠাৎ করে চলে আসে, তাতে মানুষটির ভূমিকা খুব কম। আননোয়িং উই পারসিভ বিকজ নেচার ওয়ান্টস আস টু পারসিভ। ক্যান ইউ টেল মি এনি মাস্টার? ক্যান ইউ টেল মি এনি ইনস্টিটিউশন? ক্যান ইউ টেল মি এনি ইনস্ট্রাক্টর আর কোচ who can teach you how to love and how to hate? Is there any teacher to teach pupils how to love and how to hate? No. This comes to perception. Today you are completely unknown to me, say. It will be seen that tomorrow you are the nearest one of my heart. How comes? Is there any teacher to teach us that or teach you? And it occurs together. It is a very strange matter. If I think, you also think. If I don't think, you don't think. How it happens? Suddenly, how you understand my mind and how I understand your mind? You never told me. I never told you. But suddenly, on one occasion, your eyes say and my eyes say. Your lips don't say, my lips don't say, but your mind says and my mind says, yeah, you are the nearest one of me. How it happens? This comes to conception. I think you can believe what I'm saying. Today you are unknown to me, but tomorrow you are the nearest one. And in this occurring, I haven't told you and you haven't told me. How it happens? No third person also, poses his or her nose into this affair. Oh, he is your favorite, he is your favorite, he is your favorite, he is your favorite. Just come together, be favorite, be most favorite. No third person enters there. But you understand and I understand. How? It is to perception. It is to perception that something bad is going to happen. You just suddenly perceive, and after some time you hear that yes, that happens. What you perceived a few hours back. Doesn't it happen? It always happens. Isn't it, Purvasha? It always happens. You perceive something suddenly. Some ideas come. It may happen. Oh, you see some figures. You see some happening. You think and you forget. Because you are not thinking. You are not bringing those pictures before your eyes. You are not bringing those images before your eyes. Those images, those thoughts are coming naturally. We don't know how, but coming naturally. And you see, you verify your ideas, you verify your perceptions with what is happening in reality. You see that, yeah, it happens. This is perception. Unknowing, I understand. What do I understand unknowing? Go back line. What do we understand? What do we understand unknowing? The star's light. I understand not what the stars are writing. I know not what the stars are writing, but I understand what? That they are writing something. You appear, you look very sad, Sushmita. On record, I'm telling you. The students of next generation will understand that there was a girl named Sushmita, that is with beautiful smile. Anyway, you look very sad. If I am a man with sense, if I am a man with common sense, What do you think? Won't I understand that you are sad? Won't I? Answer. Won't I understand that you are sad? If I am a man with common sense? Yeah, I will understand. But do you know how you are sad? Why are you sad? This is. Stars are writing something. I don't know what stars are writing, but I understand. What? Stars are writing something. See, it's not a very difficult line to understand this line. Unknowing, I understand. Rather, it is a very simple one. Unknowing, I understand. That is, I understand, but I don't know. As I understand, Sushmita looks very sad today. No. Sushmita looks very happy today. Pre-puja happiness. Sushmita looks very happy today, looks very smiling today. If I am a man full of common sense, then I will understand. Yeah, she is happy. But should I know and do I know why she is happy? I don't know. Similarly, in existentialism, in the order of existentialism, we do exist. We understand that we are still existing, but we don't know how we are existing and when will our existence come to a sudden end. One of the greatest storyteller of this century, Ruskin Bond, ends one of his most beautiful short story with this line, a great line, a great sentence to always carry in our mind. Never forget this sentence. The story itself is a great one, educative one and entertaining one. The last line of this story itself is also a all-time carryable sentence. What he says? We are not prepared. We are not prepared to receive the sudden blow from the blue. When a sudden blow from the blue will come and upset the best laid plans of man and mice. Ruskin Bond says in the last line of one story, I will tell that story if I have time. A beautiful story. You cannot imagine what existentialism is, what existence is, what brotherhood is. You will understand if you hear that story also. He says, আমরা কোনো সময় প্রস্তুত থাকি না কখন বিনা মেঘে বজ্রপাতের মতো একটি আঘাত নেমে আসবে আমাদের উপর। আমরা প্রস্তুত থাকি না কখন বিনা মেঘে বজ্রপাত মানুষ এবং ম্যান অ্যান্ড মাইসের, ইংরেজি ফ্রেজটা খুব সুন্দর, বাংলাটা তো ভালো লাগবে না, মানুষ এবং ইঁদুরের ভালো লাগবে না। আমরা প্রস্তুত থাকি না কখন বিনা মেঘে বজ্রপাতের মতো আঘাত মানুষ এবং ইঁদুরের বেস্ট লেড প্ল্যান্স, অর্থাৎ অত্যন্ত সুচিন্তিত সুপরিকল্পিত আগামীর কাজগুলোকে তছনছ করে দিয়ে বেরিয়ে যাবে। উই ডোন্ট নো, উই আর নট প্রিপেয়ার্ড। দিস ইজ দ্য এসেন্স অফ এক্সিস্টেন্সিয়ালিজম। এটাই এক্সিস্টেন্সিয়ালিজমের এসেন্স, মূল কথা। দ্যাট ইজ উই ডোন্ট নো if in the next breath we will be or we will not be. If in the next breath means ঠিক পরের শ্বাস প্রশ্বাসটাতে আমরা আছি কি নেই, we don't know. This is existentialism. So we only know up to the breath we stay. And the question is why we are staying. And the answer is given 2000 years back by Hillel with what I began this morning. The answer is given. The existentialism is why we do exist and how long will we exist. Clear? What I say? What I say? Existentialism is what is existence. If I say you, even if you ask me, I know a little bit, you don't know anything. You are unlearned. I'm a little bit learned. So if I ask you, oh, what is existence, you can't say. If you ask me, A big smile will be there on my lips. And a little answer will be there on my lips, and the answer will be, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I never feel troubled. Purvasa, you will also follow this. I never feel troubled. I never feel ashamed of myself. I never bow my head before anyone. I never feel any kind of uneasiness and discomfort in uttering these terms. I don't know. If you know, then stay with your knowledge. If you know, one who knows is knower. So if you know, then stay with your knowledge. See, wait. If any people come to you to know from you, then you will distribute your knowledge. I don't know. If you ask me what existence is, I can't say. Even a philosopher fails to say. Even a scientist fails to say. Even a spiritual leader fails to say what existence is. Because how can we say what existence is? Because existence is unending. Existence has neither any beginning nor any ending. So how can we say, yeah, I can say one thing, you can say one thing, that, oh sir, existence, let me say, existence, what that great philosopher Kant defines in, oh, you don't need to tell Kant's definition. Who is Kant? You say, sir, I don't know. Don't you understand even? Yes, sir, I understand something about existence. What you understand? That's there is something. There is something. Now, if I don't tell you Sushmita, then who is Sushmita? If she doesn't tell you Sushmita, then who is Sushmita? If she doesn't tell you Sushmita, then who is Sushmita? Similarly, if you don't tell her Purvasa, then who is Purvasa? Who I am? First, if I am not for myself, that is first, if I don't have this physical body. First thing. Second thing, who I am if I am not for others. Try to understand. A greatly spiritual and philosophical poem at our hand. Try to understand. Completely Vedantic idea is there. Nothing but Vedantic definition. That is our existence. We don't understand, we don't know what our existence is, but we understand that we exist. This is the riddle. Say we are given a very critical mathematical problem. We don't know this problem, but we understand the problem. You will say, how, sir? Yeah, the very word mathematics into the discussion. So suddenly, this very girl becomes very agitated with the word mathematics. Up to now it was philosophy, up to now it was spiritualism, up to now it was literature. Oh, she remained thoroughly dull and discouraged. Now the very word mathematics comes, suddenly she gets charged and becomes, Anyway, the word mathematics comes. Now say, a very critical mathematical problem is on the table. Do we know this mathematical problem? How to solve, how to proceed, how to come to discussion? A very critical one. We can't, but we understand. You will say, no sir, you don't understand. I must tell I understand. How? She asks. Suddenly this time, how sir? Oh, a very simple answer, Arup. A very simple answer. Yes, I understand. Sir, how? You never studied mathematics. How you understand? You are telling falsely. No, I am not telling falsely. I am telling correctly. I understand. Sir, how? Oh, we are very, very little ones, and that's why you are telling what you are wishing. No, I don't understand. No, I understand. Sir, tell what? I understand that I don't understand. It is also a kind of understanding. This is existentialism. Isn't it isn't it an understanding? I understand that I don't understand. I have to understand first that I don't understand. Then I will go to a teacher. I will go to a teacher taking any problem only when we understand that I don't understand this matter. If you already understand just seeing that matter, then why will you go to a teacher? Will you go? If you understand, then will you go to a teacher? You will not go. When will you go? When you understand that you don't understand the problem. This understanding, unknowing, I don't know what the stars are writing. The stars are writing something. What the stars are writing, we don't need to know, because we cannot maintain that level. We cannot have that level of understanding. That level of understanding belong to Newton. That level of understanding belong to that math scientist, what he is called? Einstein. A good looking math scientist. That level of understanding belong to Monu Bhaumik. Have you heard his name? Probably not. It's reading science. Probably not. One of the greatest and one of the most efficient scientists of this century, belonging to Tomluk of our own state, Dr. Monu Bhaumik, the very inventor and creator of laser, LASER, depending on what? Modern ops, that means modern operations are being conducted. You don't know the even name of Dr. Monu Bhaumik. Yeah. Anyway, I will give you one book, Xerox pages of that particular book. If I have that in my memory where I have kept that book, write the name of that book. Code name God. Code name God. Buy this book and read. Dr. Monu Bhaumik. কোড নেম গড। প্রবাবলি আমাদের ঘরে দেয়াল আলমারিতে ছোট্ট চিকন বই, তো দেয়াল আলমারির ভেতরে ঢোকানো আছে কোথাও, দুটো বইয়ের মাঝখানে দেখবি বার করে বই নিয়ে বইটা। যাই হোক, আমরা এক্সিস্টেন্সিয়ালিজম নিয়ে আলোচনা করছি। সেই আলোচনা প্রসঙ্গে এই জায়গাটা চলে এলাম। আলোচনাটা ছিল এরকম জায়গায় যে রাত্রি সীমাহীন। হোয়াট ডাজ নাইট সিম্বলাইজ? What does night symbolize? Night is dark. Now, what does dark symbolize? Dark is unknown. That is, night is enormous, means the unknown world itself is enormous to us. See, right? I am a man, yeah. That is, I do exist, yeah. I am a man, correct? I do exist, that is, I have some existence. Right? Little do I last, that is I live for very little while, right? That is my existence is for very little while, right? My existence is for very little while, but unknown world itself is endless. I don't know. But I look up. Look up means sudden raising of face from lower position to upper position. Don't take the geographical position. Take the abstract position. That is from this one to that one. That is from hopelessness to some little bit of hope. Yeah. When we remain thoroughly so, we remain hopeless. When we just raise this way, it simply means that in little bit way, some rays of hope are coming, and some sudden mental strength is coming. This line shows that. But I look up not means I look up not means I look up at the sky. Oh, in Bengali meaning in some reference books I see it is written. কিন্তু আমি উপরের দিকে তাকিয়ে দেখি, আমি দেখি তারারা লিখছে। No, not this. This is not the real application of this poem. I look up means I know I do exist. I also know I do exist, but I exist for a very little while. I also know that I do exist. My existence is for a very little while, but the unknown world itself is endless, and within this little while for what I stay here and I will exist here, I will not be able to know the unknown world. But still, I do not lose my hope. Still, I carry some hope every time, knowingly or unknowingly. Every time we go on trying to understand, every time we go on trying to understand, every time we go on trying to see and get hold of this idea. What idea? What we are and why we are. And to give the answers to this great question, world philosophers like Swami Vivekananda, philosopher like Shankaracharya, many years back obviously, philosopher like many people all over the world, and saints like Ramakrishna Dev, saints like Chaitanya Dev, saints like Buddha Dev, saints like Jesus Christ, and many more all over the world have appeared on earth and have tried to teach people. Recently we are studying Mother Teresa. We come to understand some little bit matter from our mouth. What the poet says here, the night is enormous. It means the unknown world is endless. I know that I am here for very little time, very little bit of time, but still I look up. Why? Because it is inborn, the very law of nature is this, that again and again, when as long as we do exist, we try to grasp the meaning of life, we try to grasp the meaning of existence. This is called I look up and see. The word and see is not here, I am saying, but I look up. That is, I try thinking, I start thinking and come to this conclusion, come to this abrupt conclusion, though not perfect, but come to this abrupt conclusion that the stars light. We should not mix up these stars, the word stars here, with the stars of the astrologers. Some astrologers will come forward with this poem and will say, let's see what is written here, a greatest poet of this century, the stars write, your destiny is written by stars. Octavia Paz is saying, they will come forward and they will make use of this word. I think, may not, but I think, okay, let them do, no problem. They are also our brothers. They are also we. I'm not saying this, but they will do. Anyway, the stars write. What do the stars write? The answer is given. What do the stars write? Just the answer remains in our previous discussion. I understand, but I don't know. I don't know what the stars write. Not only I, you don't know. Not only I and you, they don't know. We all don't know. But the stars write. This is brotherhood. This is the concept of brotherhood. That stars are directing always, changing always, planning always what will be on earth, not particularly on you and me. Because when one accident occurs, when one natural calamity occurs, then we can see the destiny of many people together, come together. Amidst Amphan, we see many people were rendered homeless. can we think that this was something written by their birth stars? How is it possible? Mr. Sachin Tendulkar and at least one another person were born together side by side in any nursing home or any hospital. Now, can we find another Sachin Tendulkar searching even the whole world? We can't see. Then how can stars write according to birth time? This is not. Stars right means something is controlling the affairs of the world, the affairs of the universe. Understand what I say? You don't know, but try to understand. Something is there that is controlling the very existence and the very affairs of this universe. I understand that. এটুকু বুঝতে পারি, জানি না নক্ষত্ররা কি লিখে চলেছে। নক্ষত্ররা কি? নক্ষত্ররা রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ অফ দিস ভাস্টনেস। দ্য স্টার্স আর দ্য রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ অফ দিস ভাস্ট আননোন ওয়ার্ল্ড। আননোন ওয়ার্ল্ড কাদের নিয়ে তৈরি হয়েছে? আকাশের দিকে তাকিয়ে যত নক্ষত্র আমাদেরটা তো আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি, আমাদের চেনা জিওগ্রাফিটা তো আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। ওখানে প্রশান্ত মহাসাগর, ওখানে আটলান্টিক, ওই প্রশান্ত মহাসাগরের মাঝখানে একটা উন্নত জাতি পড়ে রয়েছে, একটা দ্বীপ পড়ে রয়েছে। ওখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছি প্রশান্ত মহাসাগর আটলান্টিক মহাসাগরের মাঝখানে প্রায় চেপটে রয়েছে একটা দেশ, বেশ উন্নত সমৃদ্ধ, যখন তখন পরমাণু বোমার ভয় দেখা, এইসব নানান কিছু। এটা তো আমাদের চেনা ওয়ার্ল্ড। ফার্স্ট ওয়ার্ল্ডটা কোথায়? আননোন ওয়ার্ল্ডটা কোথায়? স্টার্স কি লিখছে আমি জানি না, কিন্তু আমি বুঝি যে স্টার্স কিছু একটা লিখছে। আমি এটুকু বুঝতে পেরেছি, তাহলে স্টার্স যখন সব কিছু লিখে চলেছে, আই টু অ্যাম রিটেন, আমিও তার মধ্যে একজন। তাহলে আমরা সবাই আন্ডার দ্য স্কাই, আমরা সবাই আন্ডার দিস ভাস্ট এন্ডলেস স্টার্স অ্যান্ড স্কাই, উই অল আর সেম। দিস ইজ দ্য কনসেপ্ট অফ ব্রাদারহুড, অ্যান্ড বিলিভিং দিস concept of brotherhood, all the saints were produced all over the world. What Jesus says 2000 years back, Buddhadev also said that 2500 years back. Chaitanya Dev also said that 2000 years after, 1500 years after. What is that? That is brotherhood. Sense of brotherhood. We don't need to understand what is what. We don't need to understand what existence is. We don't need to understand what for we are here. We don't need to understand what purpose God our Creator has given to me. We don't need to know. Only one thing we need to understand, and we will understand, that there is something that always goes on controlling our affairs, not only of ours, the affairs of the whole universe. Otherwise, how all this happens? কি করে ঘটে? আমরা ক্লাস 12-এ এপিজে আব্দুল কালামের অটোবায়োগ্রাফি, আত্মজীবনীমূলক উপন্যাস বা প্রবন্ধ রচনা উইংস অফ ফায়ারের একটা চ্যাপ্টার পড়ব, আমাদের টেক্সটে আছে, এইচএসে স্ট্রং নোটস। সেই প্রবন্ধটির কনক্লুডিং কথা, সমাপ্ত ভাষণ, যেটা ব্রাদারহুডের লাস্ট ভাষণ, ব্রাদারহুড কবিতা, সেটা কি? এপিজে আব্দুল কালাম সারা জীবন বিজ্ঞান সাধনা, প্রযুক্তি সাধনার মধ্যে দিয়ে ঈশ্বরকে খুঁজে পেয়েছেন। তার মনে হয়েছে ঈশ্বর আলাদা কিছু নয়, তার মনে হয়েছে লাইফ ইটসেলফ ইজ গড। অ্যান্ড হেয়ার উই শুড নট ডিফারেন্সিয়েট বিটুইন রাম অ্যান্ড রহিম অ্যান্ড জন। Also we should not differentiate between John and Jane also. Understand? That is no gender inequality, no religious inequality. All are same. This is the concept of brotherhood. What APJ Abdul Kalam says at the end of this is a strong root. He says that what I have understood, this is simply this. There is a divine power. I don't know. Give emphasis on this matter. We don't know, but we understand. APJ Abdul Kalam says, I don't know, but I understand that there is a divine power that always lifts man from. একটা ঐশ্বরিক শক্তি আছে যা মানুষকে সব সময়ের জন্য লিফট করে, দ্যাট ইজ তুলে আনে ফ্রম সাফারিং, পেইন, মিজারি and puts him into his right position, এবং তাকে আবারও তার সঠিক জায়গাটায় নিয়ে গিয়ে বসিয়ে দেয়. আদারওয়াইজ হাউ ইট হ্যাপেন্স দ্যাট দিস মর্নিং মাই ডিয়ার ডটার ইজ স্মাইলিং বাট ইয়েস্টারডে মর্নিং সাডেনলি শি ওয়াজ ক্রাইং. Example and reality are different. How this happens that today I am smiling? How it happens that today I remain thoroughly energetic and enthusiastic? But how it happens that in the second half of this day, today, I suddenly become lightless and energyless and enthusiasmless and sweetless and beautyless, ugly. What? How it happens? Who is there why? One divine power is why. You will say we shall demonstrate. I will say that I don't know how to demonstrate. I understand. If you don't understand, then the failures belongs to you, not to me. Wait, and you will also understand. Everyone will understand. Everyone will understand. This is also the saying of Mother Teresa. This is also the saying of Swami Vivekananda. So Octavio Plus hasn't done anything new here, but presented a very difficult theme in a very simpler way, in 2 or 3 lines. And knowing I understand, we understand also, but we don't know what we understand, that I too am detained. How can we believe? We can believe that we can see this. I am detained. I too am detained. I am not writing my future. It is wrong to say. It is just just like a Cadbury into the hand of little girls and boys. Oh, you, it is for you. Have this and remain happy. Don't cry. This saying is for this. Do and build your own life. No, it cannot be. We cannot get everything through efforts. Time and opportunity is needed. I know what I am, but where I am? Say, I know what I am, but where I am? Example 1. Example 2. Purvasha achieved 673. Who says that she could not achieve 683? Only 10 marks? But she hasn't. Will you say, oh, she must have some lack of practice? This is wrong answer. This is wrong concept. No, not that. She has full. It may be seen that one who gets 683 cannot come into any comparison with her. I am saying this, though I should not say this. She may be or he may be very good one, obviously. I am not saying in that direction, from that direction. I am saying from spiritual direction. It may be on some occasions that Purvasha may be much more stronger and Purvasha has much more strength on some points rather than that particular candidate who got 683 and holds the position of 10th position. Why not? Hasn't she tried? Hasn't she tried enough? Yeah. She has tried enough. Why hasn't she got this? Because stars are writing. Stars are writing. Stars are writing. I am reading this poem for 59 minute 49 second, 59 minute 51 second, oh 53, 50, anyway this was 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. I am reading a poem of 8 lines, and almost all the discussion is being carried out in our language, that is in our loved language. So I know what I am, but where I am? I don't know, but I understand. Yes, this is brotherhood. Why brotherhood? We all are same. Why brotherhood? We cannot say whose fate will turn into a dramatic change when. Then if this is the highest truth of the universe, then you and me are same. And this is the highest truth of this universe. Just think. In 2000, you were not that time. I was that time. In 2026 January, Republic Day, parading, Republic Day programs, etc. were on all over India. And all the television channels that time were celebrating and broadcasting those events in Red Fort, here, there, in different state assembly, brigade parade ground here and there. Beautiful, colorful locations were being presented and broadcast. But suddenly the whole environment becomes full of sorrow and cry and sadness. It so happens that the very city Bhuj of Gujarat was completely devastated by a sudden occurrence of 9.8 earthquake. 2 lakh people were killed within seconds. 20 lakh more became, what we can say, completely lifeless almost. And when such occasion comes, then a millionaire and a zeroaire, if the zeroaire was to exist, if such occasion comes, then a millionaire and a zeroaire become same. This is brotherhood. Try to understand. You don't need to know. Try to understand what brotherhood is. We are sitting here. If a dacoit comes and just begins to threat us, then the sudden fearness that will come to my mind will also come to your heart. What we will do later, that time knows. That day a woman came. Oh, beautiful woman. A woman belonging to this flat. That woman. That, bete nata woman. That mad woman suddenly came. I was taking my class. Some boys and girls were sitting. Oh, I was just, I remained thoroughly laughing and smiling. I was taking very energetically. Suddenly that one came wearing a black dress, a big belt, and pouring all the perfume available in her room. Come up to here, wearing the shoes. And instantly I first made her out from here. And first thing, my first greeting to her. Okay, you first go out. Oh, just go out. Go from here. And she went out and stood there. And now you can begin your quarrel with me. I don't have any headache. Okay, you say what you are saying. Oh, you will keep this gate open. It is not your alone. Why have you locked this? Why always you carry your key with you? You cannot do that. You are not the sole owner of this building. I am the owner. You must put your, you open this. You must keep this gate open. I answered in single sentence. You are no Haridas Pal. You go back where from you have come. Then she garlanded me with the flowers of some ugly words. And I threw that garland back. This is what we are saying. This is brotherhood. A thing of beauty gives me a kind of joy. If I share that thing of beauty with you, you will also get the same sort of joy. Isn't it? This is brotherhood, nothing else. At this very moment, someone spells me out. Not someone only, not only someone, as at this very moment you are thinking of many. Similarly, at this very moment, many are thinking of you. This is brotherhood. Even if you try, you cannot remain thoroughly forgetful of others. And we remember our enemies most, not our friends. Isn't it? We remember our enemies most, and we think of our enemies most, because we know our friends are there to love us, but our enemies are there to harm us. So we have to invent some device that we can anti-harm the very harm our enemies are bringing for us. Thank you very much. এই পর্যন্ত, আবার নেক্সট